Alright guys, tonight we're going to be hanging out in casual with the Northern Realms deck I have called the Fog of War. This is one I actually built myself. Wow, I know. Don't do a whole lot of that these days, but the whole idea is to control the game in the first round with Yennefer the Conjurer, so she hits the highest unit on your opponent's side, but if there are multiples lined up with the same strength, excuse me, she hits them all. And so then to that end we're going to use Fog to also bring down high strength and try to line them all off. Aretuza Adepts will play the Fog from our deck. It says random bronze weather card, but we only play Fog in the deck. So that's how we're going to do that, and then once we level them all off, Ballista will just shoot them all. Hits all the stuff with the same power, so if there's 3 guys at 3, you play this as a 5. And actually you'll never play it as a 5 because we're using Foltest in the deck, but you play it, and it'll hit all the 3s for 1 each, and if there's a crewman out there, excuse me, you get a few more shots. And we're also playing the Witchers. So you play 1, they summon all 3. That's for, you know, a round 1 finisher. But then what we try to do in round 2 is play Neke, shuffle all 3 back in the deck, and then hit up Dandelion to strengthen all 3 of them. And then use Reinforcement to pull them all out again in round 3. So if we don't draw Neke, Alzur's double cross, we'll pull Neke out since she's the highest strength unit in our deck. So, and if we do draw Neke, either one of these will get the Witchers out in the 3rd round. We're playing Royal Decree, basically because Yennefer the Conjurer, we want a 2nd copy. And also Dandelion, we want a 2nd copy. Also playing Igni. I've been playing a bunch of different cards in this slot. I haven't tried Igni yet, so this is the first time I've played him. So you're going to get to see that here live for the first time. Other than that, I got the Siege supports, so they'll boost machines by 2 and give them 2 armor, but every other unit gets a boost of 1 and 1 armor. And Reaver Scouts just to thin the deck and pull some other shit out. So, I mean, that's about all I'll say about the deck right now. Pretty sure I just showed all the cards. Well, this guy, he's a clear weather from a single row, and he also has a crewman tag, so if you play a Ballista next to it, you get an extra shot. Excuse me, we're playing Foltest as the leader. Sorry about my throat there. I just used my neti pot to cleanse my sinuses. I thought that would help me out a little bit. Apparently not. Anyways, let's just hit up a casual match, and I'll show you what the deck's game plan is. For the Fog of War, I do not have a premium Foltest, sorry. I don't have a premium Northern Realms leader yet. Alright, we got an opponent, 8 seconds, that's good. So in our opening hand, we want to make sure that we have no Fogs. We want to blacklist all those, and we want no more than 1 Witcher. After that, it's all about, well, usually that takes care of most of the mulligan, but after that, it's just about shaping the rest of the hand. Trying to find Yennefer the Conjurer if we don't find her, or Decree.
Uncrate!
Playing against Croc on Crate, so he's going to be playing Morkvarg. So let's see, we picked up Yennefer the Conjurer, we picked up Igni. Do we have a Witcher? We have 1, we got to get rid of both Fogs. So the only bad outcome is drawing 2 Witchers here. We drew 1, which we have to get rid of because we have the other one. Don't draw the other one, please. So we have Yenkon and Igni. I know I can tick those guys off. We have Neke and Vesemir. Who gets to go first? He does. We have the Blue Stripe Scout. We got 2 Siege supports. Don't have an Aretuza Adept. He's starting off with the Savage Bear. We have a Reaver Scout. There you are. And we have a Reinforcement. And an Alzur's double cross. So, no Ballistae and no Aretuza Adepts. Maybe let's start off with Yennefer and get her ticking, and then we'll push the Foltest button, so he just boosts all your units by 1. So other than the Fogs and the 2 silver spells, I think the rest of my stuff are units. So there's a pretty good value out of him. So I'm assuming he's going to get a Morkvarg now.
Got the heart.
There it is.
Stench.
And we're going to shoot that. Can't apply Fog to the row. But we're not going to give his Savage Bear anything to hit, so we're just going to keep
Attack!
deploying this stuff. He's got a Wild Boar of the Sea. That's going to make his Morkvarg bigger. Strengthens the unit to the left, which is actually gives it base strength. So an Igni here will actually disrupt that. Because what it does, it'll move the Morkvarg to the right of the row. So am I going to play 3 gold cards in a row? Yeah.
Let's get this over with.
But it disrupts the positioning. So Morkvarg burns off, and comes back next to Croc, and he won't get the bonus. I'm going to start strengthening his Savage Bear, which you can resurrect later. But now Yennefer the Conjurer is going to line up those two, depending on what he plays. And we have the Witcher's worth 20 points at any given time, should he choose to pass. We have a 20-point play available to us. It also means he's going to pass, yeah. And we're on even cards, so we're just going to take it with the Witchers.
Not much left of that world.
And we'll take it. Alright, hopefully we get some Aratu's adepts to control the second round now.
Hide your
Morkvarg comes back at
stench.
5. We get Fog, which we don't want. We get a Ballista, which is fine. So we got to blacklist that Fog. And we did pick up an Adept and a Ballista. We get the pleasure of going first. So, well, we really want to shuffle those back into our deck. Those Witchers. We also know he's going to be playing heavily on the melee road Savage Bears. I don't know if he's playing Axemen or not. So I think I'm going to start off with Siege Supports.
Salutations.
Try to get the most value out of those.
Hey,
Okay, he's going to lock it. What flies over here? He stole a Ballista from our deck. So he's going to lock that, which means we don't get the ability to use the crewman, and we don't get the buffs, but I really want to get one of these going.
What do you want?
Just because it's worth so much power with all my other units. The fact that he locked it tells me that he doesn't want to deal with it either. He's going to decoy and lock this one. Okay.
Calm yourselves.
What was he stealing on me this time? It's a siege support, so I cannot actually use my Reaver Scout right now to get the third one. I cannot do that. So what we're going to have to do is deploy Fog now on
Doubt I'll ever pay off
this
these
row,
school
start taking that
loans.
down. And then we can use the we can use Reaver Scout to get
Bow
another
before a
R2's
modern
adept.
Freya.
So is he picking up a Savage Bear? Yeah. So yeah, we're going to Reaver
But we're
Scout.
broke as shit
That's going to take
peddlers.
a R2's
It's a
adept
wish,
and a
man.
Fog out of our deck. Probably going to Grimace here. Ballista's looking pretty decent right now. If he clears weather, he's going to renew Yennefer the Conjurer and come at us with that, which is actually really good on this wood.
Crossed the wrong sorceress.
So I'm going to have to play Neneke, shuffle my Witchers back in, and that will give me a 9 strength unit for Yennefer to
Nasty
tick on.
wounds, those, but you'll live.
So Witcher, Witcher, and Witcher back in the deck. So Yenkon shoots there. Fog keeps ticking.
I make the laws here.
Madman Lugos, he's probably going to discard a Raider. Punches the Neneke. What did he discard? Oh, some Skirmishers. Nice big heavy hitter. It's the score, 25-21. His Yenkon's hitting for 3, and then his line him up to hit 4 the next turn, so that's pretty fucking savage. I don't have any crewmen. So anything in my deck that I want to play. Do I want to reinforcement out a Reaver Scout to get some more Fog going? I can play a 7 strength unit, and that'll give me a few shots with the Ballista. I don't think he's playing weather. How much tempo does that give me? It has armor as well, so gives me a couple of shots with the... Yeah, we're gonna play this here since it's got the armor. It's gonna absorb a few hits from Yennefer the Conjurer. Just keep that fog ticking.
I promise you a quick death.
Well, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. Yeah, whenever one of the adjacent units is damaged, he strengthens by 1. So again, Yennefer is lined up on his side for a pretty good shot. So if I hit the 3 and the 2, he's going to strengthen by 2. I could hit the 4. I could just hit the 2 and the 1. The fog doesn't do anything there. Alright, I'm going to hit the 5 and then the 4s. This only does 1 damage. May as well do it this way. Just so that the fog will tick. So let's see what he plays. If he plays Priestess for Clan Tour Sexker, I'm sure I gotta get out of the round, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I can 2
We
round him.
serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
And he placed it next to his Brockfire Hunter. Reinforcement for a Reaver Scout grabbing Aretuza Adept. Yennefer the Conjurer is absolutely raping my board right now. She's going to ping for 6. Unless I bring out the Witchers. So now we got to let go this round. We got to let go. We would absolutely fucking love a Dandelion. Or a Royal Decree, so we have 2 Dandelions in the deck. We don't want to draw a Witcher because we have ways to pull those out.
One more circle.
Royal Decree, we will keep that. That'll fetch us our Dandelion. Keep all this shit.
What
Our opponent gets to go first. Playing Sigdrifa. He's probably going to pick up the big dude. No, he's picking up Savage Bear. We're just going to go get Dandelion now.
With pleasure.
Buff up our Witchers.
On crate!
Hjalmar. He's got Shield Maidens. So I'm going to lose to the Bear Hjalmar Shield Maiden combo, which is what Skellig is all about these days. But anyway, I'm going to go get an Aretuza Adept.
As you wish, milady.
Put the fog there. Probably should have done that before Dandelion, to be perfectly honest. But here comes Shield Maidens. 21-point bronze card. That adds 10 to Hjalmar. So that's a 31-point play right there. Nice. 31-point bronze card. So let's go get our big-ass Witchers, but it's not going to be enough. Because Hjalmar is broken. And Shield Maiden's on round 3 with Hjalmar. Cool. It's tough stuff. Tough to beat. Let's give it one more go. Him stealing my Yennefer the Conjurer was a pretty big fucking deal, too. Those bastards. Who wants to taste Skellig of Steel? Not me. If I wanted to do that, I'd go into ranked. To be honest, though, I mean, given the rank I'm at, so I'm so low down, I probably should be playing ranked. To be honest, because I would see a hell of a lot less of this sort of stuff. Casual is full of meta decks. People just want to get their dailies done, which is fine. Gives me practice against them, I guess.
Nuts, tie, cell, mate,
What do we have now? Unseen Elder, so consume
Close
deck.
ranks!
Ballista is absolutely devastating in these matchups. So how many fogs did we get? 1. That's the perfect number. 2 adepts in hand, 1 witcher. Good, good, good. So let's blacklist that. We got a second witcher which we had to kick. 2 Reaver Scouts, which is fine since we've got the siege support. And we can pull another adept, we can pull another ballista. Got Ulcer's double cross to pull in the Neck to shuffle the witchers back in and then buff them with Dandelion. Don't have my Yenna for the Conjurer, which just kind of makes me sad. But I got the ballistas and we got the fog, so we'll go with this. So Dandelion. We have a witcher. Which one? It's Esco.
Soon, sisters. Very soon.
So he's just starting with Crones. We have 2 R2s adepts. Actually, fog is really good against Crones. We have support. 2 Reaver Scouts. Reinforcement and ADC. So, we're going to push the Foltis button.
Close ranks!
Now we have Crones, since our Witchers are buffed up by 3. So we're playing the Harpy. So like I said, fog is really good on that back row, so how greedy do I want to get? Like, do I want to... The question is, if I deploy the fog now, I miss a point. Because I could deploy this first, and then start fog ticking.
Uh-oh,
Get greedy
trouble
here.
approaches.
See if he's got a way to kill it. He's just gonna pass. So
This
we'll
will
just
be
go Witcher
quick
mode.
and painful.
So there's that. There's that round 1. He gets a few Harpies carry over. We pick up an Igni, and we have to get rid of the fog. Igni should be... Well, we have to mulligan the fog, so I mean, it's not like we have a choice to mulligan Igni. I don't know if it's going to be any good, because he's got the Unseen Elder. So let's kick the fog. We pick up another Siege support. And Igni. So, we get to go first. Caretaker is a thing in the monster decks. So honestly, I think the very first play I'm going to make, even before I start doing this Kidwani Siege support nonsense, is just get Nenike out here and get those Witchers back in the deck.
Thank not me. Thank Melitele.
Eskel, Lambert, Vesemir, back in the deck with you. There's the Caretaker. So he picks up the Siege support,
Trouble approaches.
which is going to give him a lot of value. But we're going to set up one of our own.
Uh-oh, trouble approaches.
He's playing a Ruckus. Yeah, that's a nice handy buff there. Fog looks good on that row. Maybe though he'll bring it into Igni range. I'm going to Reaver Scout first and get my
But
last
we're
siege
broke as
support.
shit peddlers.
What do you want?
Just set up the most possible armor and power that I can for this round.
There is no escape.
Right there. Okay, he's gonna put Frost on that row. It's kind of shitty. Frost is kind of fucking shitty. And the armor's all been cracked. So I guess I'm gonna have to battle him with Fog. My Fog is gonna tick for nearly as much as his stuff. Christ, the Ballista there ignores armor. Gets 3 shots. It's fucking broken. But we're gonna do this
As
first.
you wish, milady.
I'm gonna do this first. And then our Ballista is gonna be pretty nasty, depending on what he plays. Well, we still got 3s and 2s. He's gonna clear the weather. Okay. We gotta make sure these guys don't die to the frost before we use our ballista shot.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Let's do another one. Still got some really good shots with the ballista. No lacerate. Ruckus Behemoth. I could get super greedy here, and I'm going to.
I told you so, you idiot.
As you wish, milady.
super greedy. Clear skies, okay. And we're still ticking down to the fog, so before these guys die, we want to hit the 3s, 2s, and the 1s. Get that off the board. Grand Warrior, if that gets really big, then we can Igni it. We're going to Dandelion this round with those pictures.
about this.
Lambert, Eskel, Vizimir. Get bigger. What's he gonna do? Unseen Elder?
The gate
Must just chew up spiders.
secure.
Which unfortunately doesn't leave me an Igni target. I cut Avalok for that, but Avalok can just draw me fogs and witchers, so that's why I cut that. So that's gonna tick for 2 more when it comes back to me. So if I play Igni, I go to 54, but I'm really at 52. So he needs to get to 53. He's probably going to have trouble, and I don't think I'm going to get Igni value in the next round, so I'm going to play it now.
I hate portals.
I don't think he can overcome this in a single card. Okay, now we pass. Now, does he have an Ekimara? If he has that, then we fucked up by playing the Igni. I guess he's figuring which of his powerful cards does he want to use. Gotta play one of them. That Caranthir was kind of shitty. You get a lot of value out of that. Also, he played really well with his Clear Skies, honestly. Waiting for all that fog to come out. So he's going to play Renew. What? Oh, but he gets 2 of his things out of it. Yeah, he gets the wind around. Oh, no, Tide! No, the Frost is going to tick. No, it's not going to tick till he plays his last card. Oh, he fucked up. He done fucked up. Yeah, he just conceded the game. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, well, there we go. How much time is it? 22 minutes. Unfortunately, what time of night is it? Oh, we got a Kidwani Siege platform. Time of night is it? It's 20 after 8, and I got to get this thing uploaded and do some stuff. It's still a beautiful night out. I'd like to get outside. Once the kids go to bed, get out on the deck, have a drink with the wife, Friday night and all that. So thanks, guys, for watching my interesting Fog of War brew, and we will see you whenever I do the next video.